Hello students, welcome to iExamB. Students, in this particular video, I'll be continuing ahead with our series with respect to the previous year paper for the SEBI Grade A examination. तो ये particular video हमारा part 2 होगा उस series का. But before we move ahead with our today's discussion, let me remind you over here that do remember to subscribe to the channel and press on the bell icon so that you can stay tuned and stay updated. अगर आपको कोई भी questions हो, queries हो, कोई भी doubt clarify करना हो तो आप हमें approach कर सकते हो through the email ID or the phone number which is displayed on the screen. So stay tuned and stay updated. As I already mentioned that in this particular video, I'll be continuing ahead with our series with respect to the previous year paper for the Companies Act with respect to the SEBI Grade A Officer Examination. तो ये part 2 है हमारे उस series का जहाँ पे further हम देखेंगे कि Companies Act से related किस type के questions examination में आए थे. So in case if you have missed to watch on to the part 1 of this particular series, you can go to the description of this particular video wherein you will find the link for the same. Now moving ahead with our today's discussion, the very first question is, for calling a meeting of the board, what is the minimum period of notice to be given in writing to every director at his registered address? So what is the time duration for that particular notice is this particular question, and you can see the various options displayed on the screen, and correct option here is particular question se related 7 days, that is option D. Section 173 particular question se related provisions ko deal karta hai, and it mentions that a meeting of the board shall be called by giving not less than 7 days notice in writing to every director. और देना कहाँ है ये notice to the registered address of that particular director जो भी कंपनी के साथ registered है address वहाँ, and that can be sent by hand delivery, post or electronic means. So this is basically how that particular notice has to be sent. The very next question is, where an application is made by the transferor alone and relates to partly paid shares, the transfer shall not be registered until and unless the company gives the notice of the application to the transferee and the transferee gives no objection to the transfer within dash from the receipt of the notice, and the correct option is 2 weeks. So section 56 is talking about this particular provision, that transfer and transmission of securities, which mentions that the transferee has to give no objection to the transfer within 2 weeks from the receipt of the notice. Question number 8 is talking about the amount payable on application of every security shall not be less than how much of the nominal amount of the security, और इसका correct option है हमारा option B which is 5%. Section 39 इससे related provisions lay down करता है which mentions allotment of securities by the company. The amount payable on application on every security shall not be less than 5% of the nominal amount of the security or such other percentage or amount as may be specified by the SEBI by making regulations in this behalf. Now question number 9 is talking about which of the following is eligible for appointment as an auditor of a company. So auditor section जो auditor से related concepts हैं, aspects है Companies Act में, that is very important from the exam point of view. और इस particular question का correct option है option A which is CA, that is Chartered Accountant. Section 141 lays down that eligibility qualification and disqualification of auditors, which mentions a person shall be eligible for appointment as an auditor of a company only if he is a Chartered Accountant in practice, and where it is a firm who is appointed as an auditor of the company, only partners who are Chartered Accountant in practice, they shall be authorized by the firm to act and sign on behalf of the firm. Now question number 10 is talking about, as per section 139 of the Companies Act, every company shall at the first AGM appoint an individual or a firm as an auditor who shall hold office from the conclusion of that meeting till the conclusion of its dash AGM and thereafter till the conclusion of every dash meeting. Very important. जो auditors का पूरा concept है, again I am repeating this, it is very important from the exam point of view, and you can see the type of questions that have come up in the exam, and the correct option for this particular question is option D which is 6th AGM and thereafter till the conclusion of every 6th meeting. Section 139 से related provisions lay down करता है which mentions about appointment of auditors. Now question number 11 is talking about an auditor can be removed before the expiry by which of the following. So basically before the expiry of the tenure, auditors they can be removed from the office, but basically how they can be removed is this particular question talking about, and the correct option is B which is special resolution. So section 140 जो है lay down करता है कि auditor appointed under section 139 may be removed from his office before the expiry of his term only by a special resolution of the company after obtaining the previous approval of the central government. Next question is talking about which of the sections of the Companies Act gives power to SEBI to regulate the issue and transfer of securities. So section number based question क्वेश्चंस भी आए हैं, तो कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्शन नंबर्स भी आपको याद करने हैं, ध्यान में रखने हैं फ्रॉम द एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. एंड द करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज सेक्शन 24. Section 24 is empowering the SEBI to regulate the matters relating to issue and transfer of securities and non-payment of dividend and forward dealing and insider trading. So this was all for today in this particular video. But do remember to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned so that you do not miss on to the other parts of this particular series and many other important contents which we come up on a regular basis. And let me remind you over here that do remember to subscribe to the channel and press on the bell icon so that you can stay tuned and stay updated, because we at iExamB help you prepare 50% faster for your exams with our crisp and precise content.